Okay, in this video we're going to talk about divisibility rules. So a lot of times when you're trying to find the factors of a number, it's tough to think about all the different ways you can divide it to come up with all your factors. So on the screen right here, we have a list of all the divisibility rules. All the easier ones. The sevens are confusing, so we'll just get rid of those. Everything else is pretty straightforward though. So I'm just going to make up a number, 824. So we can just go down the line and see if 824 is divisible by all of these other numbers. So is this divisible by 2? If the last digit is even, it's divisible by 2. 4 is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 3? The sum of the digits is divisible by 3. So 8 plus 2 plus 4 is going to be 14. That's the sum of the digits. 8 plus 2 plus 4. This is 14, and 14 cannot be divided by 3 evenly, so this is not divisible by 3. If the last two digits form a number that is divisible by 4, this is our test for 4. 24 is divisible by 4, so this number is divisible by 4. Okay, the test for 5. The last digit is a 5 or a 0. The last digit in 824 is not a 5 or a 0, so it's not divisible by 5. The test for 6. If the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, this number is divisible by 2, it's not divisible by 3, so it's not divisible by 6. Okay, so now the test for 8. This is a little trickier one. The last 3 digits form a number that is divisible by 8. Well, 824, I do not know if that's divisible by 8 off the top of my head, so we can do 824 divided by 8. 8 goes into 8 once. 1 times 8 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Bring down the 2. 8 goes into 2. 0 times 8 is 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. Bring down the 4. 8 goes into 24 exactly 3 times. 3 times 8 is 24. 0. This is divisible by 8. So it goes in there exactly 103 times. So we are divisible by 8. And let me just erase all this division. Okay, we'll do the test for 9. If the sum of all the digits is divisible by 9, well, the sum of all the digits was 14, like we found over here. And 9 cannot go into 14 evenly, so this is not divisible by 9. And then if the last digit is a 0, it's divisible by 10. This is not a 0, it's a 4, so it is not divisible by 10. So this number is divisible by 2, 4, and 8. We'll do one more number. Okay, so we can erase all of this. So the number I'm going to make up is 282. So we have our test for 2 is if the last digit is even. 2 is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. 202, 8, and 2 add up to equal 12. The test for 3 is if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. 12 is divisible by 3, so this is divisible by 2 and 3 so far. Okay, we'll do the test for 4. The last 2 digits form a number that is divisible by 4. Well, I have 82. I know that 80 would be divisible by 4, but it would not go in there, so 4 is not divisible. The last digit is a 5 or a 0 for 5. And 2 is not 5 or 0, so not divisible. 6, if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, it is divisible by 2 and 3, so it's also divisible by 6. Okay, the last 3 digits form a number that is divisible by 8. I would have to do the long division again, just a second. So I have 282 divided by 8. 8 goes into 2 0 times. 8 goes into 28. That would be 4 times. No, 3 times. What am I doing? Just a second. Okay, 8 goes into 2 0 times. 8 goes into 28 3 times. 3 times 8 is 24. 28 minus 24 is 4. And then I bring down the 2. 8 goes into 42 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40. 42 minus 40 is 2. So we have a remainder of 2. So this does not go in there evenly. So it is not divisible by 8. So we can get rid of this. Not divisible by 8. The sum of all the digits is divisible by 9. The sum of the digits added up, 2 plus 8 plus 2 is 12. And that is not divisible by 9, so this does not work with 9. And it does not end in a 0, so this is not divisible by 10. I hope that helps. On the worksheet, I would just check each rule one at a time, so I'd do 2 for all the assigned numbers and just see if they're divisible by 2. And then I'd do 3s, and then all the ones with a 2 and a 3 that are divisible by both of those, you can circle the 6 for those. It should go pretty quick if you do them one at a time. If you go rule by rule on every number, it'll take a bit longer. I hope this helped. Okay, thanks. Bye.